All right, let's learn a little bit about the mouse and a couple of commands that go well with the mouse. We're going to learn some drag and dropping, selection, and a bunch of other stuff like this in this level. So here we go. You'll see here I have my little room, and I have this mysterious object here called the master. Just to show you about mouse positions in GameMaker and how easy they are, I'm just going to use this master object, and I'm going to go into the draw event, and I'm going to add a little bit of code here. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw out the position of the mouse, just to show you how this works. So first I'm just going to draw, change to white, and then I'm going to draw text. I'm going to keep this somewhere near the top of the screen. So let's just do it at 100, 100. And what I'm going to draw out here is I'm going to draw out where the mouse is. And you've probably seen this in one or two of the other videos we've done, but it's a pretty easy one. The mouse is always located at mouse X and at mouse Y. These are two variables that GameMaker just constantly updates for you. So it's just mouse X and mouse Y. Remember, I'm just turning it into a string here to draw it out. So let's give this a go and see what it does for us. And you can see here, the top corner is 0, 0, if you can actually get it right there. And the bottom corner of this room is 500, 500. Okay, you're pretty close. Unlike mathematics, you've probably figured out before with GameMaker, the Y value is 0 up here, and the Y value gets bigger as you go down. So it's a bit backwards, right? The X value does exactly like math, left to right, gets bigger. Okay, so that's how you always know where the mouse is, just mouse X and mouse Y. Now, along in this level, we're going to use a very common method to check collisions with objects. So we're going to spit that one out here. And the script that's built in the GameMaker is called place meeting. It's one of a couple of methods that'll help tell you if objects are touching or overlapping each other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Rock 2. And I'm just going to show you an example of Rock 2, which is just this green rock here, and how the place meeting method can work. So I'm going to go into Rock 2, add event, and I'm going to do mouse. Now, I'm not going to do one of the regular clicks here. Okay, this is when you click on Rock 2. I'm going to use global mouse. Now, global mouse is when you click anywhere in the room. Rock 2 is going to detect it. So it's a bit of a different mouse click, right? All these other mouse clicks are when you click on the rock itself. Okay, global mouse detects anywhere. So I'm just going to do a left pressed. And when it knows the left mouse button is pressed anywhere in the room, I'm just going to do this little bit of code here. I'm going to say a little show message. Collision with rock. So that's what I'm going to try to detect if I'm colliding with a rock. If I'm not colliding with a rock, I'm just going to show the little message, show message, no collision with rock. Now, of course, I have to put some if statements here. So let's show you what these if statements are. The if statement using the script is going to be if this instance was placed at a certain location, would I be meeting whatever object I name? So it's actually going to pretend it picked up our green rock there, our rock 2, and it's going to pretend it put it at this X and Y value that I name here. Now this X and Y value I name, I'm going to make it mouse X and mouse Y. This is wherever the mouse was when I clicked it. And so I'm going to check, would the green rock be colliding with a normal rock, O rock, if I picked it up and put it there. Now, this script, if you look at the documents, we may as well just pop in there, documents, documents, documents. You'll see what it tells us. Place meeting. It says checks for collision, and it returns a Boolean, which means it returns true or false, okay, when it gives us the information. So Knowing it sends us back true or false, I could just do this for now. Good beginner way. So if place meeting at this X and this Y would hit a rock, if picked up and put there, then show message collision with rock. Else, must have not been colliding with a rock, show message no collision with rock. Now it's important, it doesn't actually take our green rock and put it there. It's just doing a test, right? So this is like a manual way to see if two objects are touching each other at certain positions. So let's give this a go and see what happens. Now, as you can see here, I'm still keeping track of the mouse. I click here, and it says no collision with rock. So it's assuming this object was picked up and put there. Would it be touching a rock at all? No. I get a little closer. No. Now I click, let's say, right on a rock. It would be colliding with a rock at that 30,175 mouse location. Now you don't even have to be touching the rock, because you have to remember I've centered my sprites here, so that's the center point. When the center point is put there, click, it would be colliding. There, yeah, colliding, no collision there. So you sort of get how it works. Now these rocks obviously work too. Really, it works anywhere in the room. So that's place meeting. Place meeting is a great little command that's used in all types of games, right? When you want to see if stuff is going to be touching. So, given that you know a little bit about mouse X, and given that you now know a little bit about this script called place meeting, which, by the way, you can, put numbers in there too, right? It's just a script. What we want you to do is try to do the challenge of getting you to click on rocks, and once you click on a rock, drag it around the room until you click again. And when you click again, you're going to let go of the rock. Okay? And then we'll add a few extra conditions there you'll see in the instructions for the challenge. So good luck with that first click and drag challenge, which will walk you through a little bit of using mouse X and place meeting to do some drag and dropping. Thanks for watching.